residue at the top, means that the yeast has been doing its thing. And of course, the beautiful sound and smell those hops. Okay, so this is my bottling setup up on the ladder, so I don't have to bend over so far. I've got my lids all sterilised, got my bottles all sterilised, all different sizes and shapes. I've got my capper ready to go. I've just used a no rinse steriliser. So I've had their jacuzzi, nice warm. There are two ways to prime. So basically we need to add a little bit more sugar now, so that the yeast has one little feed in the bottle to give it the bubbles. The easiest way is to buy these little carbo drops. So one in each 330, two in each 750. All of the ones in between, it's up to you. I normally just stick with one if I'm using the carbo drops, because worst comes to worst, they're a little bit less carbonated, but you know, the problems love it. The other way to do it is to get another barrel sterilised and add a sugar syrup to it. So measure out how much you've got, calculate how much sugar you need, add that to the barrel, and then decant this barrel into the other barrel, and then you're adding bulk priming. I do it this way just because it's quicker and easier for me. I always leave a few without carbo drops because my calculations might be out. Okay, we've got the little bottle filler. Excellent. Make sure you sanitize it, sterilize it, but makes life so much easier. Good? Okay, so at this stage we want to take the airlock out, otherwise it's going to suck all of that dirty water through. I always put a bottle on the end of the bottle filler before I open the tap, making sure that tap doesn't twist around as well, especially as I get older. And that's going to fill up this tube, and then there's a one-way valve at the bottom. All you need to do is lift that bottle up and it'll start to fill up. The good thing about the bottle filler is once it does get to the top and you take it out, it'll leave exactly the right amount of air at the top. Once that's done, obviously I'm going to get ready with the second bottle. I'm going to carefully take this off, lift that on, put these over here, so do all of your filling and then come back and put all of the lids on. Okay, so all full. You can see that the bottle filler left that little bit in. This is, I always finish on the small ones, and that way this is the last of what came out. You can do one of two things. You can put the lid on it and hope it doesn't explode, or double check that it tastes okay. So obviously it's going to be quite raw. It's about 0.5% less than it will be in the finished product after that finishing in the bottle, but you know, it's still beer and it tastes pretty damn good. You can see in the barrel the trub, so that is Flavor Flav. Some people use that in things like bread and what have you. I find it is very, very, very strong. So I've used a little bit, but then there's not much point, and it adds a bit too much bitterness for me. You can see the barrel is going to need a really good scrub out. Okay. But now we're going to put the lids onto the bottles. So I'll just set you up here. Lovely. And that's pretty straightforward. There are different types of cappers. Obviously I'm not going to cap that one, I'll save that one for later. But this guy here, you just grab, obviously try not to put your hands on the top, try not to touch the lid on the inside. You just put this on top, make sure it hooks underneath the lip, both sides nice and even. Bosh, give it a little toss and stick it in the crate. ready for the next one. Okay, I'm going to continue doing that. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so a very stripped back version of making your own beer. Hopefully you learned something out of that. Hopefully you give it a crack, because it is a good way to understand a lot about yeast and how it works, and you know, obviously you get a pretty good product at the end as well. You're never going to get quite as good as you do with a full grain brew, but if anyone's sat through 4.5 hours of at least plus full grain, then you realise that this is a little bit quicker and a little bit easier, and quite a bit cheaper than buying it at the bar, that's for sure. As I say, hopefully you enjoyed it and have a crack. It's a bit of fun. Cheers.